Hello and welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League. So race 2 is here. Thankfully, as you can see, the weather's stopped. Nice and sunny actually now. It's come out for these drivers for this 30-minute endurance. So just as well, although that was pretty spectacular, that first race. So yeah, round 2, race 2 from Dragon Trail International Raceway. So let's take you through this reverse grid. Remember, there is a stop in this one. So we've got Sue Broad on pole position. We've got Benzo in second, Seamus in third, Kevin fourth, Ozzy in fifth, Sam in sixth, Pickle seventh, Jerry in eighth, Phil Mack in ninth, Team Silver 10th, Harry Poppins in 11th, Aaron in 12th, Bailey in 13th, and Paul in 14th. Let's watch those lights. Here we go. Another quite a long hold really, but they're all off again nicely, and a few of them diving into the inside as Benzo tries to go around the outside, but Broad has gone a bit wide. That's going to open the door up surely. No, he does that nicely into the apex, and there's some shenanigans going on back there, and I think this may well be a safety car, is it? Yeah, it does look like a safety car. Not sure quite what happened there, but it is. Let's just go back and see what happened. It might have been at the back there. Oh, Benzo gets spun round and rejoins at the back, although really it was only one car off, wasn't it? So shouldn't have really been a safety car. Having said that, didn't appear to be anyone waiting, or was there? I don't know, but now maybe shouldn't have been called there. But anyway, we go on. Let's see what happens then. There's Broady now, or see Broad. Broad is his brother. Is gonna take him through the safety car now, and if it's anything to, if it's going to be like we did in race 1, if it's going to be like that, he might start them like where I started them, along the back straight. Everyone's on the train now, so we're good to go, but he's going to call it. So it's C Broad with Oz in second, Kev third, Phil Mack in fourth, Aaron in fifth already, Jerry in sixth, Sam seventh, Bailey eighth. That's your top 8 at this restart. And he has started, or is he started? He has now. Away we go. Yeah, waiting until everyone was on that straight now, up to the chicane. Now, does everyone get through here nicely? Again, a little bit of argy-bargy, a bit of lag going on for Phil, which again was thrown into the mix there as we see Sam. Oh, who's that? Was that Bailey going around the outside? He's trying to go around the outside at the final corner. Gets it done around the outside of Sam, although Sam gives him a little tap, but it's fine. All close there, but good. Really good through there, actually. Sam, oh, look at this from Paul, and everyone going up. There's about 3 aside. Paul's up the inside. Does he get that done? I think he does, you know. He does. Playing through there. Gets up to 5th place then, so probably made up a few spots, about 3, maybe 4 cars there, as he gets up the inside into turn 2. Going to chase down Phil now. He's got Sam all over his back as Paul. Now, what can he do? Going to be a mix of tyres here. Remember, hards have got to be used at some point within this 30 minutes. So a lot of the drivers, I think, have started on hards, but there may be some there decided to go with a medium or soft here on this first stint. Sam didn't get past Paul, so where are we? So it still was first, Aaron second, Seaboard third, Phil Mack in fourth, Paul in fifth, Sam in sixth, getting chased down by his teammate now, Jerry in 7th spot. So the 2 GTRs, let's see what happens to these 2 as they come up to the chicane. Shouldn't really fight it out, certainly shouldn't touch each other. No, Jerry knows just to sit behind him, plenty of time, only 3 minutes into this race 2, so no point in going silly too early on, but they got Bailey right up behind them now. So what sort of drive does Bailey get out of this final corner? Looks like he might get the better of Jerry up here at turn 1, although Jerry will tough it out and he will make it as difficult as he possibly can to keep him behind him. Jerry's gone to the outside, Bailey up on the inside though. Now can Jerry keep that throttle momentum going and just keep swinging it around the outside? Well, he did, but got on that curve and nearly lost it there. So he does lose that spot though. So he lost a spot and lost a bit of time. Kev now right up behind him in that BMW, goes for the little inside but not there. Looking a little bit quicker, Kev. So that was he on the he's on the hards. So chasing down Jerry is Kev. Phil Mack being hunted down by Paul as well. Does he go a bit wide there? Does Paul get that? You know he's got a good exit out of that hairpin now. He's on the right on the back as we see Oz and Aaron. Aaron up to second now already and trying to chase down our leader Oz, but can Paul do anything about Phil? Here at the chicane. No. Seabroad is our pole sitter back at 5th place, but he's not far off the back of these. Seabroad. Bailey now chasing down Sam as well. He's going to get him up here. It's early at turn 1. He does up the inside. Yeah, gets that done. Or does he? Does Sam do the switchback? Tried it. Oh, but just nearly lost a bit of control there. But Bailey does it then. So Sam in 7th, Jerry in 8th. Then Kev here. Seamus, look at Seamus all over the back of Kev now. When you go on the inside, who's going to be the last to break? Or the first even. I think it might have been Seamus. I think he had a brown pants moment there. Thought, no, I'll tell you what, Kev, you had that actually. As I say, plenty of time, only 6 minutes in, so no point in doing anything too daft. Got him down here though, surely going to get Kev on the inside here. Nice through there, wasn't he, Seamus? Oh, a bit of a glitch, but I think he might get it done. Yeah, Kev has a moment. So side by side coming up now to the chicane. Should be a little bit more in that full GT, you would have thought, in terms of power, but doesn't appear to be that much difference, does it? But Seamus is on the inside, but of course he's going to be on the outside now for that left-hander. But now he's going to be on the inside. There goes through the Seamus. Nice move in the end. Kev gave him loads of room as well. So Seamus to 9th, Kev to 10th, Harry Poppins in 11th spot. And then Benzo and Pickle, the two Genesis together. Team Silver back there in 14th. Didn't see what happened there. I don't think I'll get back that far to have a look, but whatever happened, he's some way back there. A long way back, in fact. Really long way back. He must have had a massive off somewhere. Wow. Okay, well I didn't see that. Aussie though, he's looking good out top with Aaron. Just pulling away from the rest now. Paul's got himself up in the 3rd place, so he did get that pass done on Phil. But Phil now under severe pressure from Bailey. At the front two, absolutely flying at the moment. Leaving this next group behind. Phil Mack has got his view mirror absolutely full of a Mazda RX Vision. Number 7 of Bailey. Could get him down here, Bailey. Fancy he's going to go up the inside at the chicane. Might get it done before the apex. He does. Phil gives him lots of room as well through there. Seabroad now with Sam right up behind him. It's all going off, isn't it? Everywhere you look, there's a battle going off. Jerry's just watching brief behind them, but Sam all over the back of Seabroad as they head up the start or finish. Start lap 6. Seabroad trying to break the toe. They kind of worked a little bit. Sam just backed off a little bit there. So Seabroad in 6th, Sam in 7th, Jerry teammate in 8th. Seamus now pushing on to 9th. Now he's going to be onto the back of these soon, isn't he? So he's done well to get away from Benzo and Pickle. Oh, but runs it wide there, does Seamus. Oh, and again, and once you get your tyres dirty, very difficult, and he's all over the shop. And again, no, plenty of time behind him to the next lot. So, managed to keep it there. And here is that next lot, the two sort of light blue, turquoisey, whatever colour you want to call that, Genesis cars. Little battle there between the two teammates. Oh, and a little touch from Pickle. I think it had a little moment actually, Benzo just ahead of him. Don't think there's much you could do about that. Pickle almost, well, in fact, probably straightened him up actually, because I think he might have been going around Benzo at that point. Maybe Poppins on his own a bit now in 12th spot. Kev 13th and Team Silver, we know, in 14th now as these leaders getting on. Well, Aussie's looking good out there, and that McLaren now is not really getting any closer to him. Still got Paul in 3rd, but now he's under pressure from Bailey, and Phil's not far off him either. So these three are still in that same position, but it's all closed up again. And I think it might be just a matter of time before Bailey gets Paul. He's on them hard tyres as well. As I say, most of the drivers opted for the hards here in this first stint. A lot of them will come in and around about the 15-minute mark, 16-minute mark. There may be one or two that come in a little bit earlier, depending on what their tyres are like, but now that car starts to get a little bit edgy. Well, tyres start to go off. Phil Mack and Jerry, he's got up ahead of his teammate now, so move there somewhere, teamwork. But Jerry's made it through. So now Sam chasing it, trying to chase or trying to stay with him even. Up that back straight into the chicane. Oh, Sam with a lot of curb and another lot of curb, and you don't want to hit that sausage too hard. That can really throw you. These curbs are pretty high as well, so you almost get beached on them that high, and if you get too far, we see it in winning turn in race 1 when Jerry, right at that spot there, decided he wanted to have a little spinsy, and yeah, well, that happened, and that's all courtesy of the high curbs that Oz is in. So that's a very early stop from Oz, 12 minutes in, and he's in the pits already, and in fact he was our leader, wasn't he? So our leader's gone in. That's allowed Aaron to take up that top spot, but that's quite an early stop. He's got a long way to go now if he wants to go on a set of tyres to the end. But I'm sure he knows what he's doing. He's holding that fastest lap anyway, 1:33.5 at least for now. So Aaron now well clear of the rest in that Corvette. Of course, got to come in, I know, but so as everybody else is in the background. I see Bailey and Paul fighting it out. Bailey had a sniff up the inside, didn't quite get it done, but he did have a look. Did look a little bit like, let's have a quick look. I will go back just to see. He has a good run on him, I think. As I said, I think he's very good, as we know, on the brakes. Paul went a little bit wide, the door was open, yeah. In fact, that was a good move by Bailey. Didn't quite get it done though. Paul just powered it out. I see it in the background, and oh, when he's on the grass, Bailey, he's taking, yeah, he's going to go up the inside, but yeah, well wide there. Got away with it though, so up to second he goes. He's determined, he must be wanting to get onto the back of Aaron. He's a long way up the road, is Aaron, at the moment, and probably getting a little bit frustrated, Bailey. Perhaps he wants to just get near him a little bit closer. But he's just going around turns 1 and 2 now, is Aaron. So that's how far ahead he is. So he's just coming into it now, Bailey. So there's your gap, pretty much. So Paul to 3rd, but now he's got Phil sniffing all over the back of him now. So maybe Paul's tyres are beginning to wear thin. Might be time for a stop for myself. Jerry at the 5th now. Looks like he's a little bit more comfortable in these dry conditions, Jerry. Sam, his teammate, going with him though, so the two GTRs are kind of on their own now, having their own little private battle. Crowd loving it. Look at this. The umbrellas are back on the ground. No need for them now. It's quite warm here actually. Weather's really heated up, just like this race. And oh, and I was up the inside, and remember he's off. And oh, and who was that? That was Seabroad having a bit of a moment. Straight lined it straight across the grass, and then goes wide there. Just got to get that dirt and that off his tyres. So what are we almost halfway through now, and we've got Seabroad in 9th spot, Pickle 10th, not that far behind. So he's got away from his teammate. In fact, he's dropped all the way back as Benzo. 11th is Kev. There is Team Silver in 12th, and Benzo back there in 13th. So maybe he's come in, maybe I missed it. Maybe there was a couple that's come in to the pit since. Still holds that fastest lap though. How are we doing? So Aaron's obviously still out in front. How's that gap going? Well, he's actually, if anything, pretty much remained in that same, well, probably even increased that gap at the front slightly. Mainly all over the shop now. His tyres must be going off. He's taking the curb and some. Not going to take too much of it. The 3rd and 4th are still there. Phil's not really gaining on Paul, at least not yet. Oh, big glitch, big glitch there on Phil. Let's see, does our leader come in now after 16 minutes? Let's just see what happens. Don't think he does. I think he might get another lap, you know. Although I haven't said that, he's hugging that inside line. No, he will stay out for another lap. How about Bailey? He's going to go with him all the way, I fancy. Yep. Yeah, we all do. We all stay out for another one. What about Jerry? See if he can make the pit lane today without hitting the tyres. Well, we don't know, not yet, because he's not in. No, the two GTRs stay out. There goes Seamus in, so it's his time, 7th or 8th spot for him as Pickle goes up past. And Oz actually goes past along with Pickle. So Seamus in, there's Seabroad. He stayed out as well. Kev coming around the final corner. Is it time for him to enter? No. Team Silver. I don't think he will be either. And there's Benzo. So Seamus still in there. It's a long stop for him as he puts on the hard tyres by the looks of it, but no, Benzo's staying out, so it's only Seamus this time round. So got to be coming in this time, I would have thought, Aaron. Although still a couple of minutes or 3 minutes, or 2.5 actually, if you want to be precise, left before the pit window shuts. In fact, actually, it might be a bit longer than that. It's slightly different to what was in League One, but anyway, whatever it is, Aaron is still leading. And coming in this time. So Aaron in, Bailey, does he follow him? He doesn't. No, Bailey's going to have another one. So he will take up out the lead of this race. Paul's in as well. So Phil goes past. I think he's going in. No, so it's Bailey up to top spot first with 18 minutes gone. Jerry's in as well. Sam's in. So they're all coming in now all around about the 18-minute mark. The ones that haven't been, of course, there's Phil. He's stayed out. So he's in second spot. So yeah, a whole clutch of cars coming in. There's Broad. No, Seabroad's gone out. He's stayed out. So he will go up to around about 4th place. There he goes. Paul going on to the medium tyres. He's going to be coming out. I think he might have come out in 5th spot. So he goes up behind Broady then, or C Broad. Keep saying it's Broady tonight. He don't like me saying that, but it's C Broad. So Oslo still on getting that fastest lap, but now the boys are on their mediums or softs. Some of them did opt to go for the softs, which is a brave move. With 10 minutes left, I chickened out a bit and just went with the mediums. So 5th for me. Seabroad hasn't been in yet. And Bailey takes up that lead though, doesn't he? Or he was in the lead, sorry, I should say. He was there, wasn't he? Because Aaron came in. So does Bailey come in now? Must do, surely. He does. Goes right across the pit lane, though. Line. Phil follows in him. So there's the 2 leaders. So where does Aaron then come out here? He should get this lead easy, actually, as he comes through the chicane round his final corner. Should get that lead back. Should Aaron? Yep, so we'll take up that lead again. There's Bailey coming out, so Bailey's going to come out in 2nd spot. So that was quite a quick stop from Bailey, wasn't it? So I wonder what the fuel was like there. Maybe he still had quite a bit there and only really needed a bit of a splash and a dash, and who knows. Paul Doe in 3rd with Phil in 4th. So Paul up to that podium spot, but Phil's going to be chasing him all the way. Sam in 5th, did get out in front of his teammate Jerry some way back in 8th, at 7th even. So Sam went in and then obviously came out in front of his teammate, because I'm sure he was behind him going in now. There's Ozzy, he was the first one to blink, wasn't he? So he's up to 6th now, but he was the first one to go early doors into the pit lane. Jerry, 7th. So, been quite a steady race, hasn't it, so far from these boys? Oslo is going to be chasing down Sam here. I wonder what tyres Oz is on. Well, he's gone for soft, so he did go for soft Oz, so he should. Should be able to get onto the back of Sam pretty easily. Having said that, I'm not sure what tyres Sam's on. So maybe he's on softs as well, because that looked pretty equal along there. Jerry, 7th. Pickle in 8th. All spread out a little bit now. And then the big gap back then. Or I say big gap, there's Seamus. Then there's a big gap back to Seabroad. Probably almost a full length for that start-finish straight. But he's in 10th spot with Benzo in 11th, made up a couple of spots then, hasn't he? Kev in 12th, remain there, hasn't he, Kev? So quite consistent in the position. And then Team Silver in 13th. And I think we've lost a driver. I think we've lost Harry Poppins, we did, if I recall. Had a disconnect, so down to 13 drivers now. But look at this at the front, and look how quick Bailey's got onto the back of Aaron. My goodness me, that was a big lead he had, Aaron, and Bailey all over the place behind him. But he's caught right up and said he was going to try and go for it, and he has. Must be really pushing to get onto the back of Aaron. And now he does put in the fastest lap of 1:32.886, so that's how hard he was pushing. About a second quicker than what the fastest lap was prior to that from Aussie. So, with 7 minutes left, it's going to come down to this, I fancy, at the end. We've seen this, haven't we, in round 1 with these two fighting it out, and I think this could be going to be a bit of a pattern. Oh, Bailey hits that curb hard. That slides him across, almost took him across to the right off the track to the left. But Aaron still holding firm at the moment. Good through there is Bailey, does take that well, gets that apex, and we see he's fighting with myself and others. How good he is on the brakes again, onto the back of Aaron. But Aaron, oh, and Bailey is just giving it too much there. Let's have a quick look at that replay. Comes down now, goes to have a look up the inside. Did he hit the curb? No, not really. Just kind of lost it. The back end just came out of him a bit, and he's going to have to do it again. Completely lost momentum, so he's going to have to try and chase down Aaron again. Well, he's got 6 minutes to do it. As we see Aaron start lap 16 up into turns 1 and 2. Bailey is pushing, looks like he's going wide a lot of time. That's how hard he's pushing on the brakes. Paul's still holding off Fieldo, just in first spot, but for how long, I don't know. Right up behind him now is Phil. And Paul just holding the line, but he would have thought about it, did Phil, but not really the place to pass in there, but he's just going to stay. He's surely going to get him down here at the hairpin if he doesn't get there before. Tries on the outside. Paul's going to hold it there on the inside though. Yeah, still there. Paul still holds him off. What a battle this is. Now Phil gets a good ride. Oh, a little touch. That could be the lag. Just a little touch there, so it wasn't the hairpin, but he did catch him. Just tried to dive down the inside, and that was that. But he made the pass. There was some contact, but hard to tell if it was the lag or not, but whatever it was, got through the 3rd spot. All back to 4th. And then a relatively big gap then back to Aussie in 5th spot. So top 4 are going on their own. I think Paul's going to catch Phil now. He's got away. There's Oz, who's under pressure from Sam. What can Sam do? What's his exit like here? I don't think he's close enough. Well, I don't think he's going to be close enough. Having said that, Oz takes a bit of grass there. Not going to get him on the brakes up here, no way. And Jerry's still there, sniffing around in that 7th spot. But no, all through there nicely, all ginger. Sam gets a bit of curve. Just dropped him off now, the back of Oz. Oz has just picked up the pace a bit. Actually back into the clutches of his teammate Jerry now. There's Sam after that little moment. Pick a 8th. He's on his own, he's having a lonely race now, along with Seamus, who's in 9th on his own. Then Seabroad, another on his own. So a lot of these back ones are on their own, although having said that, look at this battle at the back here, look, 11th, 12th, 13th. And it's going to be Team Silver going up the inside of both. Kev and Benzo gets that done, great move. Or was it? Oh, way too hot in there. Just outbroke himself. And that's going to put him back to the 13th again. So unfortunate there from Team Silver. Tried to take them both. Was in a good position, but yeah, just lost his bearings when it comes to the braking zone. Kev did get through though, up to 11th spot. As our leaders doing, well, they're still battling it hard, and Bailey still can't get past Aaron. What a battle this is. Got 2 more minutes of this. That's what Aaron didn't want to hear. 2 more minutes of a car run up your taxi for the lead. He'll be sweating buckets. his heart will be pounding out his chest, and all the time Bailey's still there. Covers Aaron, the inside on the hairpin. Does he cover it well enough though? Oh, tries to go up the inside but didn't cover it. Bailey's little tag, but going to follow him everywhere he goes now. We're going to get another lap in. So into the last lap of this second race, and again Bailey had another little sniff and he's right up in there. Can he get him? Not here, but will he get him at turn 1 for the final lap? It's another fastest lap as well, 1:31.823, and on the outside goes Bailey. Good drive out of there. Now, but Aaron's on the inside, but can he get far enough up the inside? Oh, and there's Benzo coming out. Oh, that would have been that could have been dangerous. See him coming, I think, and Aaron did manage to hold it off. So back to the lead goes Aaron. Brilliant racing this. So Benzo obviously had to come in for another stop. Obviously didn't have enough fuel in there, I fancy, but Aaron now still, look at Bailey's on the outside. He's going to get dragged out there. You don't want to be out on that red stuff. Oh, and Aaron's messed it up, and there you go. There's the change of lead. Was that his own error? Well, he got up the inside, didn't he? Bailey nearly. Oh, I think he actually hit the curb. Aaron just hit the curb, it just threw him off onto the red stuff. That allowed Bailey through, so Bailey into the lead he goes. Oh, Aaron will be kicking himself, knowing that this is it. We are on to the final lap now. The clock has struck 30 minutes, and this is it now. There's the battle behind it. Well, Phil's got away from Paul, hasn't he? So he's going to get that third spot, surely, for Phil. I'm going to stick with our leaders because the race is still on up here. I think Bailey's going to grab it as he comes round to this final sector now into the chicane. So a little error from Aaron has allowed Bailey through in this final lap. He's going to take victory in race 2 here at the Dragon Trail International Raceway. And what a battle that was. Really good racing in the end, so Bailey will get it. So congratulations to him, race 2 winner. Aaron in second, Phil will get third. Oh, hang on, what's happened to Phil? Oh, I don't believe it, he spun it, and Paul, will he get third? My goodness me, Paul's coming up at some rate of knots. He gets it. Paul gets third off of Phil. Amazing finish. Let's have a look at that again. Phil just had a moment somewhere. It must be his tyres. I'm not too sure what he was doing, but Paul was coming up there absolutely flying and just about nabbed it. Couldn't have been a lot in there. What a finish there was. Ozzy will get 5th spot. Sam will get 6th ahead of his teammate Jerry in 7th. And then we've got Pickle coming in 8th. Seamus will come in 9th. And the others didn't get another lap in. So Seamus 9th, Seaboard in 10th, Kev in 11th, Team Silver 12th, and Benzo in 13th. There's your race 2. Hope you enjoyed it here at the Dragon Trail International Raceway. Join me again for round 3 next time. And thanks for watching.